Welcome to Mixed Feelings. This is where we mix drinks and drink our feelings. I'm actually just here to teach you how to drink better, but Forrest is making me say this horrible tagline.
It's true.
I'm letting you go, so go.
All right, look, first, my name's Frank.
Oh, yeah? Here's the thing, Frank. If I feed you, then every bum you talk to about it is gonna show up here looking for a free lunch. And this is not an Arby's.
Well, Arby's didn't have free lunch, it was a restaurant.
The Last of Us is a beautiful, beautiful show. About the end of the world, fungus has evolved to be able to feed on humans, and apocalypse ensues. I was inspired to make a couple cocktails, specifically because of the Bill and Frank relationship and how beautiful that was. So I got a hold of some black truffles, specifically Perigold Black Winter Truffles, domestic from California. These are the remainder that have been soaking in high-proof neutral spirit for a couple weeks to make a tincture. I'm gonna make a martini with a infused vermouth, off-dry, and an 18-year-old Oloroso sherry, also infused. So it's gonna be more of an Alberto riff. Let's walk through this martini. I always prepare garnish first. This is, seriously, it's just like a professional bartender thing. If you happen to find yourself in a position where you're making a lot of drinks for a lot of people all at once, then garnish needs to be prepared so you can get your pick out without your drinks warming up. We're going to build the black truffle martini now. The black truffles, the Perigolds that I infused the fortified wines with, have been macerating in Navy strength gin for a couple weeks to pull out any aromatic compounds that might be left in them. Macerating is just soaking. It's basically just a fancy word for submerging anything into a solvent or sugar or a variety of things. We're going to atomize the tincture on top of the drink and into the glass just to get some more of the aromatics from the mushroom into the drink. Should be super salty, super savory, incredibly delicious. I'm gonna pop this bag. I'm very excited to smell it and taste it and see how it turned out. This is a tiny, cute little atomizer bottle. We're gonna funnel this in. This is gonna be the tool that we use to spray the black truffle tincture all over the cold glass. It's gonna stick to it, and then we're gonna atomize it on top of the martini after we build it. It's gonna be super delicious. I have a couple fortified wines that have been infused with the black truffles. This is an off-dry vermouth. I also have a blend of an 18-year Oloroso sherry blended with a 5-year Fino. We're going to mix these with tequila as our base spirit today. I think the agave really bolsters the savory notes and supports it better for the black truffle by bringing that flavor forward. We're gonna be using some orange bitters. This is actually my personal blend of 3. It's Regan's, Scrappy's, and Angostura. I'm very fussy about cocktails, and I like using multiple versions of the same ingredient and then blending them together to find a little bit more balance and complexity. These orange bitters are not necessarily something that you could just purchase, but if you wanted to do the work, then you just get the Regan's, you get the Ango, you blend them together. 50-50 is good enough. I'm gonna use 3 dashes for this martini. We're going to use a 1/4 ounce of the black truffle infused sherry in this very cute little jigger that I love. We're going to do 3/4 of the black truffle infused off-dry vermouth, a 1/2 ounce of one of my favorite vermouths from Tempest Fusion, and then 1.5 ounces of mature Blue Weber agave spirit. This is a professional bartender trick that you often won't see. You can cut down your stirring time by using one of these nifty things and cracking a couple of ice cubes, especially if you have good big cubes. You crack them before you actually put the ice into the drink, just so you can dilute it faster. So you're gonna stir this down. General rule, good practice is about 30 to 40 seconds. But you can tell when the ice falls and the wash line rises that it is ready. The viscosity will also increase and give you a much silkier texture once it's reached a temperature below freezing. That looks great. Sorry, I have to go back in here one more time. Forgot my glass. This is the black truffle tincture that we're going to atomize inside the glass. It pours like silk because it's below freezing. You can see the viscosity increase when you've gotten below freezing. The best part of a martini is that it's very cold and very bracing. We're also going to atomize some more of the black truffle tincture on top. And there you have it, the black truffle martini. Ashley, would you like to come taste it?
Yes, please. Oh, this is so exciting. Smells like pad thai. As you know, I'm not a martini girly, but
Totally.
I do love fortified wine.
For sure.
Am I to understand that this is an agave martini?
It is. It's more substantial. It holds up all of the earthy flavors and savory notes from the black truffle, certainly.
Okay.
But also, it's a one-to-one. And I love one-to-ones because martinis are really about the fortified wine, in my opinion, not so much about the spirit. And you can also have several of them and not get sloshed, not
Yes.
embarrass yourself. You know, you can have a few and like really enjoy them and get a lot more complexity and flavor out of them than the typical 3-to-1.
Totally, yeah. I love suppressors. You know, one of my
Absolutely.
favorite drinks is a bamboo, so I feel like this is like almost in that territory.
Totally. Bit of old cherry, 2 different vermouths.
I like that I know there's truffle in here, but it doesn't just taste like you added black truffle to something. This martini is like so androgynous. I don't know how to explain it better than that. I feel like it's a perfect harmony of the strength and the feminine qualities of a martini.
Do you think Frank would like it?
Yeah, I do. Very much.
Yeah.
What the
I'm always looking for inspiration for exploring ingredients, cocktails, spirits, fortified wine, anything that you all want me to explore or explain, just drop a comment. I'm happy to go into it. Cheers.